And we are quickly into this one. So, Mandevilla. This one is Mandevilla sanderi. It's a species plant. It's tropical, it's a climber. It will be known as Dipladenia as well, but the actual name is Mandevilla sanderi. There are hybrids that are made or created not to climb. The hybridizers have taken that natural characteristic out of it. So if yours doesn't climb, that could be very well the reason. But what we're here to do today is very quickly discuss why yours might not bloom, especially if you've got it inside the house. So I've got a couple of bits of evidence in inverted commas. It's really anecdotal evidence, but I'll let you make your own mind up when I tell you about it. So first off, I'm just going to turn around here and we're going to head over to the other side of the greenhouse to this space over here. And then you'll notice the complete lack of Mandevilla. But the reason I'm taking you over here is because what you can see is above the foil insulation, light. Now, I have a very popular video of mine on my channel about making or taking Mandevilla cuttings and propagating them and making more. Very easy one to do, very easy job to do. And when I have done that in the past, this is where I've kept them. And they've always bloomed within the first year of taking the cutting. I've taken the cutting sometime over winter because that tends to be when I'm free. This is where I've put them and they've been in bloom by summertime, growing quite strongly. The main reason for that, I feel, is because of the light. So it's not total evidence, but it's one little anecdote that might lead you to think that I'm right in this. So let's move a bit further over to this side of the greenhouse again. And we're going to look at this corner. Because here, and I know it's hard for you to see on a video where the camera, well, it's actually my phone, but the phone brightens it up. But you can see I've got two lights over here. I've got one there and one there. Over there, there is another Mandevilla. Now this one, I'll just have to grab hold of the label because I forget, is Sanderi rosea. It's a hybrid. And this one has only bloomed once. One flower, that's it. And I've had it several years. And you'll notice it's going up there and up there. Okay. Now one thing to point out here is that that is a darker area of the greenhouse. Despite the fact that there is a light there, that's quite a small light, and that's more or less shining over there, not really in that corner. Again, not a fair test because they're not exactly the same. That one is a hybrid, but that one hasn't flowered for me. Now we'll move over here. That was where I had my main Mandevilla plant for many years. I might show you a little clip of where I had it there. It's the same plant actually that's over here now, it's just been moved. And that always was covered in flowers. And the sun comes in from that side of the greenhouse right at the top, not as much now because most of it is foil insulated and that's opaque, and hit that side of the wall. Light. This is where it is now. That light's only been purchased about 2 weeks ago, and you can see down here, no flowers, no flowers, no flowers, no flowers, a few dead ones up there. Within a couple of weeks, flowers, buds, right underneath the light. The final little bit of evidence as to why they need light, and they're real light lovers, and if yours isn't blooming, I implore you to improve the light, is when this one that I was talking about earlier that was here, I gave it away. Bear in mind it was already in bloom, loads of blooms, and I gave it away to a friend of mine, Ed. Some of you might know him, Ed's Orchids. And he had it in his house, and it stopped flowering and started putting on lots and lots of vegetative growth. In other words, loads of leaves, loads of vines, but not a single bloom. All the blooms faded, dropped off. So the quick fix, and I know this is all things being equal, and I know very rare is that the case, but if you can get everything else right, the chances are pretty high that if yours is looking healthy, it's not got loads of yellow leaves, that's another matter, it's growing strongly, it's vining, but there are no flowers, think about the light. Are you giving it enough light? They love the light, and that's what makes them bloom. That's your quick fix. And that's it for now. I'll see you on the next one. Bye.